Hi, welcome to another episode of Cooking on the Road with Scotty B. Today, we're going to get into breakfast again. I know how much you love breakfast. I do too, but can be quite treacherous when it comes to the carbohydrates or the sugars or the added sugars for that matter. So what you want to do is find a really good keto recipe. And thanks to the internet, we have nailed it. We're going to give credit to Danielle down in the credits in the description below. So you can check that out and follow her if you like. But this is a fantastic recipe. I gotta say, it tastes great. It really does. And you wouldn't even know it was a keto recipe. Usually if they're keto, they taste like sandpaper or tree bark or something just unholy. So with that said, let's get started. I'd like to introduce you to our newest member of the family. It is our Nostalgia waffle maker, mini waffle maker at that. I'm just a baby. It's small, but it packs a punch, let me tell you. And it does a great job. And it's relatively inexpensive. So you can find these just about anywhere under another name, Dash, Nostalgia brand. But you can find them anywhere for just right around $9.99. So go grab you one. You'll use it over and over and over. Trust me on this one. Especially if you're using this recipe. This is going to be a nice addition to the family. And let me get into some ingredients for you now. Hold on just a second here. We're going to start with our wonderful almond flour. And amazingly, this is going to really save you on carbs in just about any recipe that you add it to. And then also we're going to be using some of your favorite non-calorie sweetener. And that was just mine. And then we're going to be using some vanilla and a little bit of baking powder. We'll go over all the exact measurements there once we get into the recipe. Some of your favorite sugar-free syrup. And you're going to need a little spray for your waffle maker too, so we don't get any stickies. And a little bit of butter. You can use real butter, margarine. I can't believe it's not butter. So you can use any of those. So you take your pick. So let's get into the recipe. Almost forgot one critical ingredient, and this is important what you use for this. We have two tablespoons of cream cheese, and it should be softened. That's pretty important when you go to mix it up, because if you don't, you get clumps and it gets consistency gets a little wonky. But got to add this too. And we almost forgot one more thing too. And it was the main ingredient, a couple of eggs, a couple of them. And we're going to make some lovely turkey sausage as well. So this is the Johnsonville's turkey sausage, and turns out pretty good, and it's tasty too. So, all right, I think we've got all the ingredients now. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna crack our eggs into the bowl. Number one. Number two. And I'm going to give them a nice mix. Get those all good and blended. Now we're using the real world application here. So I do have a whisk, electric whisker, but 9 times out of 10, if you're on the road or in an RV, you may have a manual whisker, or you may not. So we're going back to the basics here with a fork and a bowl. So this should give it a nice blend here. Now we're gonna add our cream cheese and work that in as well. Now it's gonna be a little harder with a fork, but it can be done, not impossible. Kind of get it as, you know, as close to room temperature as you can, and then blend it in. Whew. Working up a sweat here doing this. This is too much like work, but it's going to be worth it. That's fairly good. Now we're going to add some of the other ingredients. Just not exact, but a little bit of vanilla. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. Boop. 2 tablespoons almond flour. And then this is optional, but I like mine a little sweeter. So we're gonna add some of your favorite non-calorie sweetener, and I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon. And that will be all the ingredients that you'll need to get this thing rolling. Mix those in real good. These are gonna be delicious. Okay, that's about as good as you're gonna get it with a fork, and like I say, it won't make any difference once you get it on the griddle or on the waffle maker. So let's go. Now we're gonna set up our mini waffle maker and get it ready to go, preheated, and also put on the sausage patties. Get those started first. Now we got it preheated, and I put a plate underneath it just in case you get a little overflow from the pouring of the batter itself. So we'll give this a go and get the sausage patties on there as soon as the light goes off. That means it's preheated. Okay, light just went off. Let's throw them sausage patties on. It don't take long for this to heat at all. I got 4 patties. We'll do 2 at a time. Ooh, hear that sizzle? I do. Hey, you can squish it if you want. Just get that extra sear. Not necessary, but it'll look pretty. So we'll come back when these are done. I set my bottle of syrup on there so I could get a little extra sear on it. It'll do a good job. I know it looks wonky, but hey, have fun with it, right? Okay, let's take our makeshift weight off and see how they look. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? Oh my goodness. There you go. Oh, just gorgeous. All right, let's put the other 2 on. 1, 2, get them in the middle there. And let those go for about 3 to 4 minutes. And put our little weight back on it. just so you know, these sausages, these turkey sausages that we're making, the patties, they are pre-cooked. So I can't really screw them up per se, but you know, the little squares on them look pretty and they make it look appetizing. So we're gonna do it. And then because of the nature of the one appliance cooking, you could buy more, you could buy 3 of them, 4 of them, whatever you want. Plug them into the truck. If your inverter can handle that much wattage, which is not much, maybe they're about 200 watts a piece, then fine. But in this case, we only have 1, but we do have a microwave. So we're gonna cook everything and then put it on the plate, and then get it in the microwave for about a minute, and then add some nice butter to it and some syrup and get ready to enjoy our meal. So back to the cooking. The actual waffle maker wattage is 550. I was a little shy on that, a little short, but 550 watts. So 1500 watt inverter, 2 at the most. Okay, we're ready to take this off and spray down the waffle maker. There we go, lovely. Oh yeah, isn't that beautiful? Okay, we're gonna do our batter here, get our spray. And pour our first waffle. There we go. Now, on how heavy-handed you pour, this recipe makes 3 to 4 waffles. Close that, and we'll leave her and let her cook for about 5 to 6 minutes, I'd say. Okay, we've done 4 minutes here, and I think it looks good. Let's pull that first one off. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Okay, let's get ready to pour the next one. Add a little more spray. And pour away. And that's why you do a plate. Just basically get the bottom one's full, and it tends to rise and cover the rest. You get that off there. There we go. All right. Let it do its thing. As you can see, it's cooking nicely. Steam is rising. All right, we'll let this one go for the full 5 minutes. Let's see how she looks. Oh yeah. Looking good. Looking real good. Let's put the last one in. I think I've only got enough for one more. Yeah. Oh, shoot, forgot to spray it. Well, we should be fine. We should be fine. All right. Start the timer. And away we go. All right, we let that one go an extra minute because it was a little heavy-handed pour on it, but it was the last of the batter basically, so. Let's see how this one turned out. Oh my goodness, oh my. Lovely, lovely. Okay, we're gonna put this in the microwave for, let's do it for a minute. Unplug the waffle maker. And we'll be right back. All right. Oh, baby. Don't want to tip it too far because syrup will come off the plate, but let's give it a try. This looks so good. Here we go. Yes. Yes. The sausage will go with it. This turkey sausage, I mean, you usually think of turkey anything dry, but they got a lot of flavor packed into this. Let's go in for another bite of that waffle. Slather that syrup. They're so light and fluffy that you just can't believe it. And so, she said, the lady that had the recipe, she said it was 1.5 carbs per waffle. So I was like, that's pretty good. So I'm gonna finish these off and then go on a nice walkabout near the ocean here in New Jersey and start the day off right? So, one more. Thank you for joining me on this episode. And this was a really fun one for me because you really can't find anything breakfast low carb anymore that tastes good. But this one, it knocks it out of the park. So give it a like, give it a try, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get more of these great recipes and more great episodes and information that can help you out in going into the future. So appreciate you stopping by today. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you next time. Oh yeah, come to Papa. So good. The sausage too. Oh yeah. This is so great. I feel like I'm sinning. Mm.